Jesus. Namibia's first ever pavilion at the Venice Biennale is now in shambles after a white non-Namibian artist was robbed in to represent the country that is in Venice, much to the anger of local artists that are now calling for the boycotting of the whole event. The 59th Venice Biennale opens on the 23rd, but already founders of the Namibian Pavilion, a luxury travel company called Abercrombie and Kent, along with Monica Sembrola, the patron, are said to have pulled out amidst the controversy. The event is expected to close by the 27th of November 2022. Art News has reported that in past years, Namibia, like many other small countries, has been unable to participate in the Biennale due to the lack of financial support needed to stage such an undertaking. The media outlet further expressed that now with these backers out of the picture, it is unclear what will happen to Namibia's pavilion. Namibian artists have signed a petition against the decision to have the 64-year-old visual artist from South Africa, who works under the pseudonym Rain, represent Namibian visual art at such a high-profile event that is made to propel the country's tourism image. Art Forum has reported that the Johannesburg native is a member of the tourism industry who in 2013 began creating large figures from rusted metal and placing them in the desert. Rain is also said to be unknown in Namibia's contemporary art world. The petition, which requires 500 signatures, has now attracted 400 of those. The petition expresses that the Namibian pavilion in Venice will consist solely of the lone man sculptures, while officially remaining anonymous and going by the pseudonym Rain. The artist is known publicly as a member of the tourism industry. Now, the petitioners have said he is largely disconnected from the contemporary art and cultural scene in Namibia altogether. They further complained that no acclaimed critical writing on his work could be found, and he has not exhibited at the level of a solo exhibition or even in any group exhibitions at the National Art Gallery of Namibia, or to their knowledge is present in any international collections. The feeling is also that there are numerous established individuals and organizations that are totally invested in the promotion of Namibian visual arts, who have solid academic and technical expertise in this area, who would be far better positioned to do justice to this important debut. According to their petition, it reads, "This is often the basic criteria for the caliber of artists that are taken to the Venice Biennale. For example, they have achieved both local and international recognition on legitimate cultural and critical platforms. The local artists have also bemoaned that there has been a lack of professionalism around the organization of Namibia's representation at the event. According to their petition, it reads, "As it appears to us, a group of individuals from Italy with no curatorial experience on a relevant level to date, let alone any meaningful engagement with art from Namibia, have undertaken the described concept to represent Namibia in Venice." And they say almost no information is available regarding the experience or credentials of these individuals or any connections to the art world here that could perhaps justify their initiative as representatives of Namibia at an event of this prestige and scale. Is the Minister of Education, that is the custodian, or rather that is vested in this particular event here, aware of the unhappiness and the disquiet that has pervaded this entire event, and that the sponsors of the Namibian Pavilion in Italy have now pulled out as a result of this controversy? We reached out to Anangi Pondoka. This is the response that she gave us. Ma'am, we are getting information that Namibia's first ever pavilion at the Venice Biennale is now in trouble after a white non-Namibian artist was employed or robbed in to represent the country. And a lot of Namibian artists are unhappy. They have written a petition and they are saying, why has this happened when we have local artists?
I'm not privy to that unhappiness. I'll be referring to Mukariko Amawulu.
But has the Minister of Education endorsed this pavilion?
I'm saying I'm not privy to the unhappiness.
That's right.
I didn't get latest information.
Yes, but outside the unhappiness of the artists, I wanted to find
I'm
out.
saying I don't have any privilege to any information about the unhappiness.
But my question, Honorable
So I'm
Minister.
referring to the official who have been dealing with this.
Still, my question, Honorable Minister.
Okay,
Is,
thank you.
my question to you is: have you endorsed this pavilion?
Pavilion is endorsed. The pavilion is endorsed. We are talking about the unhappiness. Is what I'm saying. I'm not away.
That's right. And my other question is, all right, that is at the Minister of Education, the Anangi Pondoka, and she says this has been endorsed, but she's not aware of the unhappiness of the artists there. Now, in their conclusion, the petitioners have said national pavilions at the Venice Biennale need to be endorsed by the government of the country in order to be able to carry the country's name. This endorsement, according to them, was obtained by a man identified as Ferrario and his team from the National Arts Council of Namibia, and that Ferrario was officially appointed the Namibian National Pavilion curator by Namibian Minister of Arts and Culture, Esther Anna Gipondoka, that we're speaking with just now. This endorsement, according to the petitioners, was a decision that was made with the idea that it would put Namibia on an international stage for the benefit of tourism to the country. Unfortunately, according to the petitioners, they believe that this decision has been made through a very narrow lens, which promises to not benefit the visual arts community of Namibia, but rather the select few involved in this very isolated initiative. They said the Angolan pavilion, curated by the Angolan architect Paula Nascimento and Stefano Raboli Pancera, won the Golden Lion Award for Best National Pavilion across all countries represented. And they said the curatorial concept was developed with great care over several years and placed an older generation of artists from the country in careful dialogue with the younger generation. It was also, according to them, Angola's first time at the Venice Biennale. However, their fear now is that this current proposal will not be likened to this remarkable achievement, but rather to the scandals associated with Kenya. In 2015, they say Kenya's Minister of Culture publicly condemned the pavilion and its organizers, and Kenya officially cancelled its pavilion days before the opening due to public pressure and clear indications that the proposal was not representative. Now, based on the summation of issues outlined here, the petitioners have said that it is their hope that the Namibian government's endorsement of this initiative can be withdrawn. They are saying this would mean that Ferrario and his team would no longer be able to participate in the Venice Biennale as the Namibian National Pavilion, and if they still choose to do so, could participate as an independent or collateral exhibition. That's what we're getting as far as the commotion, the rancor, and the anger as far as Namibia's art representation at Venice in Italy is concerned. All right, we had to reach out to those that are making sure that Namibia is properly represented to try to understand what is happening in Italy. Is this representation going to happen or not? Is our pavilion in jeopardy? And why is it that a non-Namibian was roped in to represent Namibian art? We had to reach out to the man who has been identified as Ferrario that we're making mention of in our report there. He is in Italy. He is well versed in what is happening there. Take a listen.
Yes, that's me.
Yes, Kelvin here from Eagle FM, calling you from Namibia.
Who is that, please? Come again?
Kelvin here. I'm a journalist from Eagle FM. I'm calling you from Namibia.
Oh, thank you.
He said you are in Italy at the Venice Biennale. We are getting reports that our representation is in jeopardy as a result of an artist from South Africa that was made to represent Namibian art, and that several artists are pulling away. We are being told that the sponsor of our pavilion has also pulled away. What is happening in Italy, sir?
No, there are a lot of misrepresentation of facts. First of all, the artist is not South African. The artist is Namibian, 100%. Second of all, only one sponsor asked to not appear, but we have more than 20 between technical and financial sponsors. The exhibition is in place, is healthy, and is very well attended. So,
yes, and why has this sponsor put away? Is it because of?
But
this?
listen, I'm actually busy with the exhibition right now. So if you want to drop me a line with all your questions, I will be more than happy to answer.
I'll do so, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. You can. Do you have my email address?
I don't have, sir. You can share with me.
Okay. Who gave you this number, by the way?
I'm a journalist, sir. We have got different connections.
No. Who? But yes, but this is my private number, so
Yeah.
I guess somebody gave it to you.
Unfortunately, I can't tell.
Oh, you can't tell.
Yeah, I can.
Then, unfortunately, I cannot ask you a
But
question.
you
if
are
cannot-
representing us there. And you are accountable to us
No.
as the public. You are accountable to Namibians. And however way we get your number does not matter. What matters is your response in connection with our image as a country there. Is it not so, sir?
Well, partly so. I'm not representing Namibia, though. I'm only the curator who is whose job is to build an exhibition.
Yes, but our exhibition as Namibians, is it not so?
No. I think
because this pavilion was
thing
endorsed by the Minister of Education, and you got the endorsement, and you should definitely give us some updates in terms of what's happening on the side of Namibia and Italy.
I can answer all your questions, but I was politely asking you who gave you a private number.
Yes.
That you shouldn't have, because we have public contacts which are on the pavilion website, and the fact that you are calling me on my private number is awkward, isn't it?
No, it shouldn't be awkward because I'm calling you on a private number to ask for public information. I'm a journalist. My responsibility is to look for as many contacts as possible, direct and indirect. Yes, personal and non-personal.
Okay. Apparently, you don't understand the concept of privacy.
I do. Oh my goodness, I'm a journalist. Say I do. But look, if I can get your office number, I should be able to get your direct number.
No,
and I'm just a journalist.
This is my private mobile number.
Yes.
So I know who gave you. Okay, but I know what kind of question you want to ask, and I have no problem to answer.
All right. So can you give me your email address?
No, you go to the Namibian Pavilion website. There is an email address there.
All right.
You send all the questions that you want, and please add your details and the press that you are working for, and we will reply.
Thank you so much, sir. I do appreciate you.
No problem. Bye.